Just one. Did you have just one? Maybe it led to 2. Maybe it was 3. But in any case, I want to tell you how this small thing is the thing that can be derailing your health, because it's actually the small things that add up over time, whether it's the small Halloween treat or maybe a half a glass of wine, that really are the thing that is the big problem. It's just a small thing. You might not feel guilty. Guilt is a wasted emotion, but in any case, you might not even notice that you had it. You might not have even enjoyed it. This came to light when I spoke with a potential client on Wednesday, and I asked her about her nutrition, and she rattled off what she had in the day, and I thought, wow, that's really great what she's eating. And then we talked about her workouts, and she explained what she was doing for exercise, and I thought, that's really great. Seems like a mystery. Let's peel this onion a little further. So then I asked her about her weekends, and then she said, well, I just don't really pay too much attention to my weekends at all. And then I asked her about alcohol, because alcohol really affects your metabolism and how you metabolize calories and, all your intake and how you metabolize fat. And she said, there might be a glass of wine a couple nights a week. And then I asked her about stress and sleep, and she said, I'm really stressed right now and I'm not sleeping at all. So it became pretty apparent, what we needed to do with this particular client. And it just got me thinking. I've known this person for 10 years and she's put on 10 pounds. And I thought about it and I thought, you know what? She has gained a pound a year, which is like nothing to gain 1 pound a year. Most people would be happy if I said, would you be feeling okay, like when you're 20, would you feel okay if you just gained 1 pound this year? And most people would be like, yeah, that's nothing. But then when you add it up over 10 years, she's not happy that she's gained 10 pounds in 10 years. And then in 10 more years, that could be 20 pounds. And most of us women in our 40s and 50s and beyond, most people would say, you know what, I've put on 10, 20, 30 pounds, and it's just 1 pound at a time. And most people don't gain 20 pounds in 2 months. It just sneaks up on you. And one of the reasons it sneaks up on you is because of things like this. Because we're not intentional when we just have this one bite, when we have a handful of chips, when we just, have that half a glass of wine. Do we even really enjoy it? So my answer to you is to say no to the small things. Your willpower is a little bit like a muscle. When you flex it, when you use it, it gets stronger. And so you should practice saying no to just little things like this so that then you can say yes to, say, a treat meal. I do encourage people to have a treat meal, and I call it a treat meal and not a cheat meal, but a treat meal once a week, because it does increase leptin levels. And when you're dieting, if you're restricting calories, your leptin levels can drop by 50% in the first week. And that leptin is one of those happy hormones that help you burn fat. So we want to have a healthy leptin level. So getting off track a little bit, but if we say no to small treats, then we can say yes to a treat meal. And my suggestion for a treat meal is to choose a day of the week. Lots of times it's on a weekend, and we're just heading into a weekend. And give yourself a 60-minute eating window and just enjoy. Don't worry about, calories or macros, or, have a glass of wine if you'd like. And just don't stuff yourself until you have to go lay on the couch, but just eat it and enjoy, because food should be, can be social, and it's just a nice taking the lid off the pressure cooker of, having to kind of watch everything that you're eating. So having that treat meal once a week is a mental break. It increases leptin levels, and you can really savor and enjoy your food. Whereas sometimes when we just have, like I know I've done it, It's like, wow, I ate 3 of these and I never even noticed it. I didn't taste it. They just went down. It's like, but I have 3 wrappers in my pocket. It happens to all of us. And I think this is like, I don't know, I think they're like 122 calories. And not that I'm a calorie counter, but there is not one lick of nutrition in this thing. And when I eat sweet, I crave sweet. And so the more I eat, the more I want. And so I just need to get off the sugar train. So that's an entirely different story. But what I'm saying today is to eat with more intentionality. So plan what you're going to eat as we're going into the weekend. I know a lot of people get a little derailed on the weekend because, you don't have as regular a schedule. So my suggestion is lighten up your, like you don't have to be really rigid, but having a bit of a plan of attack really helps so that you're intentional. And if you're planning on a treat meal, plan which one it's going to be. Is it going to be Saturday lunch, or maybe you're going to have Sunday dinner? But you can't have a treat meal at every single meal and expect to be feeling great and to be, meeting those weight loss goals. Lots of people, that's their big thing is that, I did put on those 10 or 20 pounds in the years between when I was 20, now that I'm 40. And if you want to do something about it, the best thing to do is just to be intentional with your eating. And when you say, like I said, when you say no to the small things, it's not, most of the time, it's not like Thanksgiving or Christmas or holidays. Like a lot of times those aren't the things that derail us because we've pre-thought about what we're going to do when we're going to Aunt Betsy's and she's got all this food that we don't want to eat. We might plan ahead. Like we're intentional about it. We can survive, we can manage those situations. But it's when these things sneak up on us and we don't even think about it that we end up having 10 of them. That's an extra 1,000 calories. That's your whole daily intake for lots of us. And we're not getting any value or nutrition out of it. So just be a little bit more intentional with your eating. That's my message for today. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you again soon.